Growing up isn't as easy as you think it may be. The more you learn, the more you start to become more conscious of what you do every day. Some things may be not as fun as they used to be, and certain experiences that you go through start to shift your perspective on everything. For example, you start realizing that you and your friends aren't really friends. They were just people who were in your life at a certain time for temporary reasons. Maybe they are gone now because they don't match what you strive to be in the future, or maybe they were just bad influences that you didn't want to be around anymore. Nevertheless, it most likely didn't really affect you. It just became a thought like, damn, and you move past it. Being alone is honestly not a bad thing. You have all of this time set for yourself to do whatever you want. Yes, it does get rough sometimes knowing that all you have is yourself to lean on, but I feel like it strengthens you as well. Going day by day, trying to keep yourself busy and productive is always good. Consistently working towards future goals you are genuinely passionate about is a great start. Some days it feels like everything is lining up perfectly, like the universe is giving you a little nod, telling you, yeah, you got this. And other days it's like you're walking through a fog, trying to figure out if you're even heading in the right direction. It's crazy how one moment can change everything. A conversation you didn't expect, a song that plays at the right time, a person who walks into your life when you need them most. It makes me wonder how much of life is fate and how much is just random chaos we're all trying to make sense of. And love. Love is wild, not just the kind you have for a person, but the kind you have for life, for dreams, for yourself. No one really tells you how much work it takes to love yourself, to look at who you are and say, yeah, I'm okay with this. We spend so much time searching for things outside of ourselves, thinking they'll make us whole, but maybe the right thing to do is to learn to be enough on our own. You ever just stare at the ceiling late at night, feeling everything and nothing all at once? Like your mind is running a marathon, but your body is too tired to keep up? It's wild how some nights the silence is peaceful, and other nights, it's so loud it feels like it's screaming at you. I think we all just want to be seen, to be understood, to know that even in our messiness, in our doubts, in our worst moments, someone out there gets it. And maybe that's why we keep going, keep hoping, keep showing up, because somewhere in the chaos, in the uncertainty, in the heartbreak, we find these little moments that remind us life is still worth it. It's weird how some memories stick with you, even the small ones. The way the sun felt on your skin on a random Tuesday, a laugh you shared with someone you don't even talk to anymore, the way a certain smell can take you back to a version of yourself you almost forgot existed. It makes you wonder, do we ever really move on? Or do we just learn to live with the ghosts of who we used to be? Waiting to understand why things happen the way they did. But at the same time, maybe life isn't about the big moments we're waiting for. Maybe it's about the little ones we don't even realize are happening. Like the way the world smells after it rains, the comfort of a song you've played 100 times, the way the right person saying your name can make you feel safe. Maybe that's what it's all about. Finding meaning in the ordinary, in the quiet, in the things we don't always think to appreciate. Learning to let go, learning to accept that not everything is meant to stay, that life keeps moving with or without our permission, and maybe instead of fearing that, we should embrace it. You ever think about what it really means to live, not just exist, not just go through the motions, but actually be alive? How easy it is to get caught up in routines, in expectations, in the idea that we have to be something successful, happy, in love, put together. But what if living isn't about reaching something? What if it's about feeling everything? The joy, the heartbreak, the moments of doubt, the ones that make you believe in something bigger than yourself. I think the most powerful thing a person can do is try again. Try to love again after heartbreak. Try to dream again after disappointment. Try to believe in good things even after life has shown you its darkest corners. Strength isn't about never falling, it's about choosing to rise every time you do. Life is unpredictable. It will take things from you, it will break you open, it will make you question everything, but it will also give you moments that take your breath away. The kind of moments that remind you why you're here. Sunrises that paint the world in gold. Laughter so deep it makes your ribs hurt. The feeling of being truly understood by someone. That's what makes it worth it. You are not behind. You are not running out of time. You are exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't feel like it. Growth is messy. Healing is not a straight line. But every single step you take, even the small ones, even the ones no one else sees, is leading you somewhere. For some, there has been times where you feel as if you're stuck between who you were and who you're trying to become. Like you're standing in the middle of two versions of yourself, unsure which way to go. It's frustrating not knowing if you're making the right choices, not knowing if the path you're on is actually leading somewhere. But you know what? That in-between place, it's where the real growth happens. It's uncomfortable, but it's shaping you in ways you can't even see yet. The best moments in life aren't the ones we plan. They're the ones that catch us off guard. The nights we never want to end, the conversations that change us, the people who walk into our lives and make us feel seen. Life isn't something to chase, it's something to feel, something to experience fully, even the hard parts. And I know it's easy to feel stuck, to feel like nothing is changing, like you're just spinning your wheels while everyone else moves forward. But progress isn't always loud, growth isn't always obvious. Sometimes it's just getting up when you don't want to. Sometimes it's choosing hope when it would be easier to give up.
I know it's hard. I know there are days when the weight of everything feels unbearable. When you look around and wonder why it seems so much easier for everyone else. When you feel like no matter what you do, it's never enough. But let me tell you something. You are enough. Even on your worst days, even when you feel like you're failing, even when you don't see your own progress, you start to see the world differently. You realize your parents are just people trying their best. Friendships shift, goodbyes become more permanent, and suddenly, the places that once felt endless start to feel small. No one tells you that growing up isn't just about age. It's about learning how to carry things you never expected. Grief, responsibility, choices that actually matter. It's about understanding that some doors close forever and some moments only happen once. That people you thought would be in your life forever become just memories. You learn that not everything is going to be perfect. Not every job will feel fulfilling. Not every relationship will be easy. Not every dream will come true exactly how you imagined it. And sometimes, you'll have to sacrifice things that matter to you in the moment for something bigger, something you can't quite see yet. But that's okay. One day, you'll look back and realize that even on the hard days, even on the days you thought you couldn't go any further, you were still growing. You were still becoming. And that's the beauty of adulthood. It's not about having it all together. It's about learning how to keep going, no matter what. You might be asking yourself, why did the voice change? And why is he British? Well, John ran out of words on the free trial and doesn't want to pay more money, so he used a different person so that it would be free. Cheap Just pay a real person on Fiverr to narrate your video instead of typing it and having AI text-to-speech read it. Lazy bitch.